Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right, I got an absolute banger for you today. I'm kicking off my 2024 season of all the new metas for all the best ways to make money in GTA 5 Online. And yes, they have changed, and this is definitely overdue. Most of you probably, if you're a money grinder, already know what this is, but if not, and or you are a casual player, let me help shed some light on the best ways to make money in GTA 5 Online. And today we're starting out with the casino heist. The meta has changed. There is no longer a solo heist method meta. With the casino heist, it's always been two people, but with the addition of the cooldown for heists like the Kayo, things have shifted a little bit, all right? So in this video, I'm going to be going over the casino heist, the best way and the most efficient way to maximize your payout. And we're starting with silent and sneaky. Now we all know, or you should know, Group 6 Big Con is the most, I guess you could say, easy way to get through. But Silent and Sneaky is a fan favorite. It is a lot of fun. So I want to cover this one first. And in the next week or so, I'll be having the rest of the videos coming out for all the other methods, concluding with a ultimate meta for making money in GTA 5 Online. All right. Now, before we go any further, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on. And there's a few things I want to talk about before we go. All right. The door security panel. I highly recommend you purchase this. It's $450,000. But the reason why you need to purchase this, it's so you can practice with the fingerprint hack. Now, you can absolutely just, rely on somebody else to get this hack done. However, if you want to be the most time to money ratio efficient, everybody, and you should, just want to be able to know how to do this anyways. But you can practice the hack right here. All you have to do is make sure that you've already completed the hacking device setup and you'll have access to it. And this is the actual format for each one of the four different fingerprints, so you can memorize that as well. This is what your approach board should look like. All right, make sure you have whichever of these little check marks done that I have. And if you look at the bottom, it says select approach. The main approaches for the casino heist will be silent and sneaky and the big con. You'll be going back and forth between those two, and make sure that the red skull post-it note is in the middle. That guarantees or ensures that you're on hard mode. And all you have to do to ensure you get hard mode is whichever approach you do before this, you have a cooldown, and then once you go back to that, it'll now be on hard mode. So it's very simple, very easy. This is your setup board. Now, obviously, you have to do all of the setups that have a post-it note, a little asterisk in the bottom right corner. Get all those done. To maximize your payout, the gunman, pick the 5% gunman, which is Carl. Then for your driver, pick the 5% or driver, which is Kareem. And then for your hacker, this is the important part, pick the 7% payout hacker, which is Christian Feltz. All right. Now the patrol routes, Duggan shipment, you don't need to do those. I'm a big, anti-Duggan, but it does make it a little bit easier. It makes the guards easier to kill, but you'll see you don't need that. Security intel is a one-time thing. It's the Vincent mission. Once you do it once, it's always done. Power drills for the time to money ratio, you don't have to have them. You can also buy them, but it doesn't really pan out for spending $70,000. Now, very important is the security pass setup. You need to make sure that you do the security pass setup that has a split screen thumbnail image where it is the valet and the dealer. If you do the other one, it is not going to turn out well for you in the actual heist. This security pass setup will ensure you get the level 2 security pass, which will open the doors much easier for you during the heist. And then when you're done with everything and you're ready to go, make sure your entrance is the staff lobby and your exit is the staff lobby. That's what you want for the silent and sneaky heist. And then, of course, you want the high level buyer. All right. Now, for the cuts with you and your friend, it'll be 85-15. That's the cut you want, and you'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and run through this particular heist. And a big shout out to Bubba Bigfoot 1 and Braden 13 for helping me out with this. All right. If you come from the video Get An Arcade, you can cut through the park right there. Then cut right here through the little grassy area by the trees and the fence, and you can pull up on the side right here. And then don't worry about this camera right here. You're good to go. Just park on the side and run up to the door. Swipe the key card and you're in. Now, one player, primarily whoever, calls it, or if you just want to make it simple to whoever is the host, they'll be the gunman. Secondary support player, they'll zap the metal detector right here with the stun gun because your weapon loadout will include the stun gun. Now you'll have several different layouts for the security guards on the inside. Take a few seconds to make sure all the NPCs will actually spawn in, because sometimes it takes a minute for them to spawn in. Mark out the guards and stun the first camera. Now, depending on the layout, you may have a couple of guards over here to the left. You may have a couple of guards to the right. You can either melee or just hit them in the head, and you're good to go. Now, the doors that have the blue panel LCD screen, those are the doors that you can go through. If they have red, you can't use those. All right. Check the interior, mark out the guards. There's a couple different layouts as well. There may be one, there may be two. Once you're inside, the glass that's tempered that has the black screen door effect, the guards cannot see you through. The glass windows on the doors, the guards can see you through those. Wait for this guard to just pull around the corner right here, mark him out. Now, if you're not going for the elite, you can hit the green button inside the office. It opens up the safe for the daily take. You can get this on the way in and the way out. However, if you're just trying to get the elite and maximize time to money ratio, skip that. All right, you'll swipe your key card for this door. You go to the first flight of stairs. You can either pause right here and wait for the guard to come to you, or you can rush them and just melee. These, because I don't do Duggan, you cannot shoot these. I mean, you can shoot them, but it takes a lot more to kill them. So just melee. This is a great way to not have to worry about doing Duggan. You'll be fine. You don't have to take those guards out. I just like to show you if you want to. Make sure somebody swipes this key card, though, on the way down. That way the door opens up when you're exiting. It allows for a much quicker, more efficient exit. As you bust through these doors right here, the guard on that inside little area will start to walk towards you. Make sure you melee him, take him out. Mark out those two guards, and you can stun or shoot this camera, but that's it. Don't stun or shoot anymore. All right? Walk through here. Don't worry about that guard on the right. He's not an issue for you at all. Okay? Go ahead, and then both players need to be on this keycard swiper, and you need to be, pretty much in sync. You don't have to be directly in sync. You'll be fine. Go ahead and swipe that, and now you're in the man trap. Jump or just run through. And remember, guys, being in first person will make this much quicker, okay? But for recording purposes, I'm showing you in third person. This way you're not getting, motion sickness with the first person clunkiness, all right? But it does speed up your time inside the actual casino. Now, for the hack, the best method for this is just flick the actual trigger button. Just tap it. Repeatedly tap it over and over and over. This will avoid you from overheating the laser gun. All right? Go ahead and open up the safe door. And this is where the fingerprint hack, both players knowing how to do this, will really pay off, okay? And inside the actual vault, you're going to have different types of layouts and setups. You can actually recognize them just from, doing this over and over, and you'll have an idea of what you need to do. I pull out to the right over here and go ahead and, sometimes you'll get the one painting behind two doors or behind one. That's just how it works. That's why you need to be good with the hack. You need to be out. It starts at 3 minutes. You should be done by 2:46, 2:43, right? That's the time, allowance that you should have to be able to get this done and get this knocked out. I'm not even looking at the fingerprint. I just know which ones are which, and I just select them and I'm good to go, right? So you see right here, we burn through that. And if you have a player that's not as strong, maybe you can open up an extra door for them. But again, everyone needs to know how to do the fingerprint hack to be efficient with this method, and just to be efficient with the heist overall, right? So we'll go ahead and cut the artwork out, and then as you see right here, you should have between 15 and 20 seconds left as you exit the vault, and that's where that 7% hacker comes in. You're saving a good amount of money, and you're still going to have enough time to exit out of here, because if you get caught inside, the alarm triggers and the guards will more than likely waste you, which will fail the elite. That's just the way it goes, right? All right, so we we swipe the key cards, we go through. Now we're exiting the man trap. Follow exactly my route right here. Watch the cameras. Make sure the opening for the entrance right here is good to go. You'll melee this guard. The secondary player can just follow you right through or kind of walk on the back side of the camera to the right. Again, because we swiped that key card, you could just go right to the door. However, I want to show you if you need to take out these guards right here. Maybe your timing got messed up. It's very simple to do that. But since you swiped the key card on the way down, the door is still unlocked. You better go right through it. So very simple, very quick, very easy. Now, as you go up the stairs, Lester's going to let you know, hey, they know something's up. The guards are on high alert, and this is where we need to be careful when we make our exit. All right, we'll go back up the same way we came in. Just go inside. Don't worry about that camera right there. Go inside, melee this guard right here with the Duggan. Watch the glass windows on those doors, because there's a guard that walks on the outside. Make sure he's to your left. You'll see him on the radar. And then as soon as this camera is out of way, just go ahead and bust through the door and go through the metal detectors. Now, they will sound the alarm. Don't worry about it. You're fine, though. Get to the yellow checkpoint, and you're almost done. Almost, right? So we're getting out. SWAT is getting called in, or excuse me, Noose getting called in, right? And we're exiting the same way we came in, through the staff entrance. and put your gun up so you can run a little bit faster. Maybe if you got more paintings or whatever, you might be a little bit slower. Just hug the wall right here. Do not melee or shoot any of the noose officers on the way out. Just hug this wall right here and just run. And we're going to take this route right here through the back side. Going to jump this small wall right here. Be careful you don't trip and fall. Sometimes that does happen. And now listen, sometimes that your vehicles will be posted up right here, which ours were. But if not, it's very simple. You can just steal or hijack a NPC car. Just make sure it's got 2 doors, obviously. Right? Our cars are right here though, so we'll just go ahead and take those. That way we're not having to wait a few extra seconds to steal an NPC car. Plus sometimes you never know, it could go wrong. They could just run you over or whatever, right? So we're going to dip on out with the ASBO. Love that. And as you're driving on out here, as you cross the bridge, kind of hug the right side of the road once you cross over the bridge. This way you can see if the police chopper is on top of the police building right here to the left. Now it's quick, but I can see the tail of the chopper. I glance over, I see the tip of the tail, so I know it's there. And then I'm just going to cut right through here and make my way to the top of the roof. Now, if the chopper's not there, just do a circle around the block. Just go around the block and it should be there for you. So, but it's rare that it's not there. Now, this is important. The reason why I don't pay for decoys or clean vehicles, just don't shoot the cops that are flying around the chopper. Don't shoot them, and you won't have any kind of issues. Now, they're still going to be taking pop shots at you here and there, but if you stop and wait and lock on and shoot them, it's like it kind of gets them more fired up. Right, so don't worry about that. We were unfortunate to get hit as we were in the chopper dipping on out. You might get hit once or twice, but it's no big deal. You'll pay 20 grand for the decoy, 30 grand for the clean vehicles or whatever. You don't need to do all that. As you see right here, we unfortunately got hit one more time, but we lost less than 13 grand. So we're still up 7 grand net positive from having to spend the money on the decoy or whatever it was. So, just don't worry about that. Just don't shoot those cops in the chopper and you'll be fine. Lose the cops, make it to your destination, and you're good to go. Right? So we'll check out what the actual numbers are, take a look and see what this is. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to go through a detailed look at the time to money ratio and why this is the efficient way, the most efficient way, and why it is the meta. Potential take 2,585,000. Right after paying everybody, actual take was 2 million. 85% of the cut, I got 1,705,000. Under 15 minutes. So you can actually get that down if you go first person. Again, I'm just showing you for recording purposes. But we still, passed it. 0 hacks failed. Because we passed the elite, the host will get 1,800,000 and some change. And then the support player, they typically get 300,000. They'll be making $400,000. That's epic right there. And then we're going to see a little breakdown. You got the cutscene right here, which is pretty cool. Love that. Here's the breakdown. And as you see, I got 1.7 plus the 100 for the elite for a 1.8. Braden got 3 plus the 100 for the elite. So he ended up making 400,000 and some change right there. So really good time to money ratio. And let's go ahead and look at the actual breakdown. Let me kind of get into the numbers here. Let's talk about the science, right? So here we go. The Casino Heist, silent and sneaky 2-player meta. The time equals cooldown plus setup plus the heist divided by 60, which is 60 minutes. So 48 minutes on the cooldown plus 60 minutes for the setup, which that will vary. Sometimes it takes less, sometimes it takes more. I'm going on, this is the worst case scenario. Plus 28 minutes for the actual completion of the heist. You're like, Ty, you guys got it done in 13. Well, it's 2 players. Remember, you're going to be going back to back. So that equals 136 minutes. Divide that out by 60, so it's 2.3 hours for both players to. First of all, each player should independently be getting their heist set up by themselves, right? So each player is doing that on their own, so that time cancels out. So 2.3 hours. Then you have the payout, which will equal the host player 1 plus the support player 1. Support player 2 plus host player 2, and that equals to be $2.2 million for each player, right? Because you're taking turns being both the host and the support player. 1.8 plus 400,000, 2.2 million. Then you simply just divide 2.2 million by the 2.3 hours. You're making $956,522,000 per hour, and that should just be the minimum. You may be able to speed this up a little bit. and maximize that time to money ratio, okay? If you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If you got any extra little tips you want to add, leave them in the comments down below. We have the best community in the game for helping people make money and be successful, so make sure you guys do that, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel for the illest realest content in the game. Smash that like button. See you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out. Yeah.